What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Tesla with the ticker symbol TSLA. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So let's take a look at Tesla. What has it been doing for the past, several weeks? Well, it's just basically trading sideways inside of this range pattern. So range pattern is when price is stuck between two price levels, where it's consistently staying between them. So you can see that price is staying between the 161 as support and resistance 187. So how does this work? Well, basically traders are looking at the same price action and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Basically, you can see how resistance was right over here. Price was unable to surpass that level and resistance was right over here. Now traders can look at the same price level and say, hey, well, why would I hold my long position when two times price was not able to break through it? So they start selling and getting out of their shares right here. At the same time, short sellers are like, well, this is acting as resistance and it pushes prices down, so I want to enter short. So it becomes self-fulfilling prophecy. What happens in the past can happen in the future. Not all the time. You have to look at the details. Sometimes price will get up to the resistance level and then traders are taking shorts, but it will probably break out higher because there's some details in the price action that will tell you it looks like it's trying to break out higher. Like this, for example, you can see how price is consolidating near the highs. It's not really being rejected off the lows, off the highs. So there's a good chance that this could push up higher. Just like over here, it got immediately rejected, and this was immediate rejection as well. In this case, price, it looks like it's hanging around at that level. So it's showing some sort of bullish strength, but that doesn't mean we're going to break out higher either way because we are at resistance. It's just slightly leaning in the favor of the bulls to break out because we see the consolidation near the highs. But what's more likely to occur is that price does just drop down lower, probably back down to the 171. That's where the support is at, and then possibly even lower towards the 161 where the bigger support is at, or the major support. There's a little support right over here, but there's stronger support a little bit lower, which is more obvious at the 161 low 160 level. So Tesla, can I draw a trend line off of the swing low? Maybe something like that. Normally, you don't want to draw trend lines when price just continues to trade sideways because it will probably be invalidated. So there's a good chance we're probably going to see a breakdown lower. Looks like the market is due for a pullback, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be dragging down Tesla, and it looks like it also will. So we'll see what happens. Tesla looks like it could be looking to drop down, but again, whenever price is trading sideways, it's not a strong. It doesn't move in a strong direction, one single direction. It's basically neutral, so it can just as easily break out higher then push down lower. But since we are resistance, there's a good chance it will probably break down lower, and we'll see what happens. But that's what's happening on Tesla. It's stuck inside this range pattern, which is basically a black hole. Basically, it sucks everything into it. So we see the price broke out lower, it sucked price back into it, broke out higher, and price came back into it. So it's like a magnet or a black hole, and it's sucking price and containing it within it right now. So there's a good chance that we're probably gonna see price dump down lower. I'd say high 160s and then the low 160s from there. So we'll see what happens. If price does break out higher, well, I do have a measure move target ready. This is one leg up right here, and all of this would be consolidation for the second leg up, targeting right around the 228. So that would be the target, but price has not really shown that it can break out of the 186, 187 level as of right now. So we'll see what happens in the future, but that's all I see on the daily chart. Most likely probably see a drop in price and is basically just trading sideways for the most part. Here's a look at the weekly chart. This is a bear market for the past 3 years, which will be in November of 2024. It would be a 3-year bear market. So price has been making significant lower highs. You can see I drew a trend line off of the first 3 swings, and then the next, several swings are being rejected from that same angle of descent. So that shows the momentum is still strong to the downside. Even if we do see a push up higher, overall it's still a bearish looking chart. So the downtrend is in the long term still down. Short term, we could see a pop up like I mentioned before in the daily chart, but that most likely will be rejected for more downside. And that's even if we do get the pop up, we can still just roll over from where we are right now. So we'll see what happens, but there's an obvious support level right here at that one low $100 level, 110, 112, which was this significant rebound right here from this drop. So there's a good chance the price maybe gets a double bottom and then reverse. We'll have to wait and see, or it maybe comes down even lower. No one really knows for sure where it's going to go. We'll see what happens to the price, but I'm not going to be long-term bullish as long as price is still below the trend line. As long as price is still below the trend line, it's going to work its way down. So we can always just do something like that. We can see nice double bottoms or triple bottoms, but if price continues to get rejected from the trend line, it doesn't really matter. So overall, still downward. Long-term downward trend is still in play. Short-term is trading sideways. It could see a pop-up, but it's probably a 55% chance it can drop down lower and 45% chance it breaks out higher. That's basically the odds you get when you have this choppiness. Traders are not sure either. That's why you have this balanced market. They're not really sure either, so nothing's really been happening. So traders are just staying out of it and waiting to see what the market decides at the end of the day. So all I have for Tesla on the daily, weekly charts. If you guys want to see more Tesla, please leave a comment down below. Make sure you give the video a like. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.